Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs... And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So straight into the action. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And it's Dembele. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. No way through. Locatelli. Yildiz. Oh, well measured. Dembele gets flagged offside. And it's Bellingham. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
It would have to be Kenan Yildiz, Peter, because he really is one of the golden boys of his generation. I think his signature move...
Great chance! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Dembele. And now the breakaway. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both...
Solid!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bellingham. Still goalless at the moment. Now it's Solot. Now, can they get him away? Look at the space here! Vinicius Junior. Now it's Yamal. João Palhinha. And it's DiMarco. Vinicius Junior. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Locatelli. For Valverde. Threads one in. Valverde has the space to scheme. And it's Locatelli.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Can he spark a counter here? It's a searching pass. And he was alert to it.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
He saw the danger, and he went crashing in. Can he finish? Goal, England! England take the lead. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Solot. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Locatelli.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
DiMarco. Some really good ball movement. Passes coming off in quick succession here, and he's played it back. Little pass back. Yamal. Marquinhos.
Japan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Locatelli. That's Solot. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Solot looking to add to his goal. Great ball if he can get there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That has ended up in no man's land. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Solot, no, he's had it taken off him. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Tries to pass it through, and this is Dembele. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's it, 45 minutes up. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Japan currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Japan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Now it's Dembele. Vinicius Junior, looking for options for movement. He slings it in, and it's hoisted clear. DiMarco goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, he's found support out wide. Bellingham.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And it's Locatelli. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Japan still this single goal behind. Knocks it out wide. Dembele needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Now it's Solot. Spread to the right. Valverde. Cherky gets into a good position. Oh, great leap! And he can thump it away. And there's his chance to lead the counter. No, again there's no way through. Yildiz, who's set up 1 goal so far. He is through here! Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Vinicius Junior. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Japan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, easy pickings there. Nicely aimed pass. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Japan are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Shoots! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, what a hit, Peter. And there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured. It was simply inch perfect.
So we have movement on both benches. England are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Can he get it through? It looks a good ball through. It's Greenwood! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are disappearing out of sight. You don't keep those outs. He knew. He just knew.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And it's made its way to him. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Now it's Girassi.
Japan are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Greenwood making good progress on the right-hand side. Now it's Doué. Well timed, excellent interception. Pressing high and with purpose. Gusto. And it's Valverde. Into the last 5 minutes. Vinicius Junior receives it. Vinicius Junior! No, not quite. And the keeper's given it away. Aimed beyond the defence. Gibbs-White is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
No, he refuses to take the bait. Looking for the run. Space for him to turn and look. Towering header! Final touch was poor. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Turns back here, probably the best option. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And that will be the final act. Japan cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Japan desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So straight into the action. Now it's Solot. Now, can they get him away? A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Gusto. And he was quick to react. Both sides exercising caution for now. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
João Palhinha. Vinicius Junior. Cherki.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
So it is still 0-0. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
This is the time you need that pace.
Knocks it into space. Can he finish? Goal! Japan!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Japan have fired themselves in front. Solid! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
DiMarco. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
England really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Vinicius Junior powering forward here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Bellingham. And he's gone backward here. Cherki. Oh, easy pickings there. This is a promising build-up. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Marquinhos does well to get it back.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Out of play for a throw. Bellingham. Passing is crisp and sharp. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, that's well spotted. João Palhinha bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Tries to play it through. He's on it. Can he get away? Shot a goal! He doesn't look too happy with that.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
England are looking to go forward now. Japan are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Girassi, he has found the way through. Great chance! It's fallen kindly here. He's got a goal! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Japan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Marquinhos makes the interception. And for the first half, that is that.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Japan looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. Back on the way then. Locatelli, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Locatelli cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Now it's Dembele. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
What a save by David Raya! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Japan have the chance to go the other way. João Palhinha. Oh, they can break here.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Nicely weighted ball. Olise. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Japan, with this 2-goal lead, they're certainly looking much the more assured side. And that's gone loose. Solot is onto this. Thuram currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Cherki. Yildiz. Some resolute defending there. Olise threads one in. No, it's come to nothing. Marquinhos calmly anticipates. Olise. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And here's Dembele. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Sorloth really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Lovely ball and a real chance! Yildiz. Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The Great Escape.
Now it's Solot. Dembele. Olise. Looking to play him in. Good ball, good take. Real chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Thuram finds himself offside. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I'm really impressed with this guy, Jude Bellingham. For one so young, he has wonderful intelligence and a great ability to read the game. The most expensive 17-year-old in the game too, and he's got a wonderful natural feel of space.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Robertson. Dembele chasing after it. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. And it's João Palhinha. Out towards the flank. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Threads one in. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Van Dijk clears without hesitation. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Valverde. And here's Thuram. Tries to pass it through. And he's quick to return it. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior stood his ground strongly. Valverde spots it and intercepts.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Vinicius Junior. And he welcomes it in. Locatelli. Yildiz. And it's Dembele. Now it's Yildiz. Yildiz gets on his bike and on the move. Gabriel clears. It's a good run down the right. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Yildiz. Oh, easy pickings there. Fermin. Oh, perfectly measured that. Chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
João Palhinha. Fermin. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Pass is just off target. Now Saliba. Marquinhos.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And they're quick to get it back. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dembele! Dembele! Goal! England! England take the lead. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
England are in front now. The game. Great chance! And no mistake. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Japan restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Yildiz. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to...
Shot a goal! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. England with the corner. They're first. Raya breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Girassi. Fermin. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Vinicius Junior will not want... Can he finish? Goal, England! And they get themselves in front! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
England with the lead. DiMarco. João Palhinha. And it's Lopez. Oh, super find. Thuram has the space to scheme. And it's Bellingham. Thuram looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, better communicate.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. And that was very necessary. Now it's Thuram. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Quarter of an hour into the second half.
Japan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And here's Yildiz. Good ball. Tries a shot! And that's a tidy finish. 2 up now, and they are cruising. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's lofted through here. Now that looks a decent ball. Just the keeper in his way. Shapes to shoot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Dembele has been caught there. It's a foul. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then. Now it's Dembele. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Valverde does well to get it back. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Marquinhos wins the duel this time. And he was alert to it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That's a sharp pass. Vinicius Junior.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Vinicius Junior plays a sharp little ball here. Yildiz. Yildiz gets on his bike and on the move. Yildiz is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Dembele. Dembele is fouled. Locatelli with a real chance here. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game. Locatelli! Oh, it's come loose. And it's Locatelli. Fermin tries to thread one through. He's in plenty of space here. Vinicius Junior. Yildiz. Cherki. And this is Dembele.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, that's a key interception. Now, who's going to be first to this? Can he finish? And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Gusto. And they've switched it over to the other side. Searching pass he's played there. Van Dijk. That's been cut out, well played.
Pretty robust defending.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Bellingham gets his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Thuram.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That could spell trouble. And he's managed to get free. Girassi. Lopez. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Valverde looking for a runner. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Bellingham. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. And here's Vinicius Junior. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Lopez. Now there's great chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! Japan! Half-time imminent! What a time to score! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
And that brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Japan just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Japan have played well here and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Japan leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Could move up a gear here. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Has a look and plays it forward. João Palhinha. Passing is crisp and sharp. Has to go back here. Tries to pass it through. Elects to cross. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
DiMarco puts them all in. It'll be a throw-in. Oh, terrible pass. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Corner number 2 then. And now they can clear their lines. Bellingham. And he's in on goal. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game...
Just the keeper in his... Dembele! And a neat finish. England are back in business. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game. Thuram really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
It's played through for him. He has found the way through. Oh, super ball. Takes a shot. Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
So we have movement on both benches. Thuram being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Gusto. Now that looks a decent ball. It's a promising position. Chance! Against the crossbar! That's going to go a long way. Knocks it into... Real chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Japan have their third corner. That's really well cleared. England have the chance to go the other way. Pass somewhat off target. And that was nowhere near his best. And he cuts out the supply. Locatelli. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Gabriel can clear it away.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down and to be...
And a chance! And how did he not put that away?
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Botman getting this one clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Haaland. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Looking for options for movement. And the shot! And that's a real chance missed. England have their second corner now. Getting up there! And no, he couldn't find the finish. DiMarco. That's gone for a throw-in.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Olise running with the ball. Gibbs-White. Chance for a shot! Incredible! Just incredible! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Japan now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and nail to get back into this. We're never done till it's completely done.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, good effort! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Chouameni clears it away. That's at the end. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then. And here's Dembele.
Dembele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That's been cut out, well played. And here's Dembele. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Yamal. This is a promising build-up. Can he get it through? Japan claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
DiMarco. Aimed at the far. He's rising! That's another chance! This their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. And that's been drilled in. They want to be quick to recover this. And he thumps it clear. So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And the pass is intercepted. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Dembele.
This is the time you need that pace.
Floated through. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And that was very necessary. Now it's Solot. Nicely spread. Dembele is onto it in a flash. He's in plenty of space here. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Neither side yet able to find the net. DiMarco. And he's in on goal! Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bellingham. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And it's Bellingham. And Jamal. João Palhinha. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Out of play for a goal kick. Not the best distribution from the keeper. João Palhinha. And Gusto. And it's João Palhinha. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Vinicius Junior.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And Marquinhos. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Girassi. Bellingham. Really fierce, close defending. Now, can they get him away? And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Japan have their third corner. And he's taking no chances there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Valverde did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. And he's there to get it away. Quality ball. Jamal. Now it's Solot. That's a good ball out wide. And that was asking for too much. Yildiz. Locatelli looks to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
That's a good foray he's making. And Locatelli. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Robertson with the clearance. So a temporary halt to the action. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
It's a bit disappointing the way the team couldn't make the most of what looked like a pretty high-octane start, Peter. But this break should give them enough time to rediscover their focus and intent and start the second half in a similar manner. They have to keep believing.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So we're underway for the second half.
Japan have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
João Palhinha. And it's Bellingham. Robertson kept his eye on it, and he's there. Locatelli plays a sharp little ball here. Is there any support? He might not need it. That's going to go a long way. Nicked it back promptly. That's good running with the ball. And it's Bellingham. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were out.
He's in! Must be! Real chance! Oh, good finish. Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
England have penetrated for the first time.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Girassi looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, they seem intent on...
Shapes to shoot! And he hits the net! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
So smooth. A signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior.
That's good defensive concentration.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Oh, good effort! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Great vision. And he's intervened well there. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He's found a way through. Oh, sweet feet. In towards... Impressive jump! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Girassi cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break and a big chance wasted.
Musiala. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Japan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Now it's Doué. Greenwood. And it's Doué. Tries to pass it through. Musiala.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. And here's Haaland.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
And it's no surprise to see who's taking responsibility here. England really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Marquinhos. Looking for the run. That's a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Oh, can he get onto this? Valverde. Oh, that's clever. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Into the last 5 minutes. And he's had it nicked away.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Chouameni. Now that looks a decent ball. Marquinhos deals with that comfortably. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. It's a good spell of possession, this. Osimhen. Cleared away. Gibbs-White. Greenwood. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Osimhen. For Musiala. Looking to play him in. He's on it. Can he get away? Valverde! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Foot in. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick. And he's gone looking for safety. So 90 minutes have come and gone. It's going to be extra time. So that was the second half.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come. So let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So a battle of endeavour, enterprise, and now endurance. And we are already back underway. Gabriel gets over and intercepts. Now it's Thuram. Thuram. On the finish! Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart.
Can he finish? Olise. Well, that is one way to stop him. DiMarco. Chouameni. Greenwood. And it's Doué. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Haaland.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, nicely intercepted. Greenwood. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Chouameni looking for options for movement. Greenwood aimed beyond the defence. So just 15 minutes still to come. Japan have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. So the very last of the action is still to come. Two teams separated here by the smallest of margins. Fingernails well bitten everywhere. Well, we are already up and running again. Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Knocks it into space. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gusto is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he can thump it away. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Passing is crisp and sharp. Doué. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Doué. Nicely weighted ball. And he's cut it out. And that was very necessary. Valverde. Played out towards the right wing. Olise. Lovely bit of skill. Ball in towards the middle.
Japan nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And there goes the final whistle. Japan have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
What a game, Peter, and what a result. Give me this every week, please. So many times I'm thinking, okay, that's got to be it. But so much late drama, and at a time when it's very tough on both body and mind.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.